Hello, my name is Peregrine. As my subscribers know, I'm quite critical of Overwatch's character writing. I've had videos going over the positives and negatives of Overwatch, including my hatred for Iliari, Tracer and Juno. So you might be a little bit confused to hear that I'm fairly indifferent to the Overwatch community's current boogeyman characters, the elemental siblings Wuyang and Anran. Now, there's no doubt that both Wuyang and Anran are incredibly basic characters. As siblings, they share a boring, regular backstory, which is that they were raised in a very strict Asian household where they essentially got beaten for not being able to do open heart surgery at 12 years old.
You doctor yet?
No, Dad, I'm 12.
Talk to me when you doctor!
They both want to be heroes, and they have very little in the way of negative traits. Wuyang has self-confidence issues and relies too much on his sister. Meanwhile, Anran is overly cocky and confident in her abilities to mask her insecurities, and is far too protective of her brother and willing to sacrifice herself for seemingly no reason, like she did in the comics. I still have no idea why she did that. But to be quite honest, these boring traits are the reason why I kind of like these characters. To me, the suspension of disbelief is a core concept in fiction. For me to truly enjoy a fictional world, I have to be able to see 1. The humanity in the characters, and 2. That the world is somewhat based on reality, which is where these two characters shine their brightest. Their backstories are incredibly grounded and very unremarkable. Like I said, they were born into a strict and abusive household, forced to do their best at all times, which one could assume is the birthplace of their negative traits that I also mentioned. These two have trauma bonded together throughout their childhood, creating the only positive sibling relationship in the game at the moment. And their powers, even though they're nonsensical, I still don't know what the fucking element college is. I don't know what that means. They are at least powers earned rather than bestowed. Both of these characters should be nobodies, without any nepotism or god-gifted magical powers. However, they managed to work their way to the top. You see, the current world is run by a very, very small amount of people who got to where they were without working, rather inheriting their wealth and power from parents. So it is incredibly tiresome with the amount of characters in fiction that have either an inherited will or are related to important people or magically get given powers. I'm looking at you, Oda. I'm looking at you. You're fucking up One Piece and I need you to stop. So it is incredibly refreshing and relatable that neither Wuyang nor Anran are born with special powers like Hanzo or Genji, nor were they born into an already special family like Farah or Brigitte. These characters quite literally worked their way to the top despite coming from an abusive household. And so far, in Overwatch, the only sibling relationship we have is the aforementioned Genji and Hanzo, which is for sure an interesting story, but not a real representative of actual sibling relationships. Meanwhile, Anran and Wuyang have a healthy, relationship, and much more realistic dialogue with jokey banter and genuine unconditional love for each other. In a way, they somewhat remind me of Dipper and Mabel from Gravity Falls, which is also a guaranteed way to get me to put a smile on my face. You see, the thing is, you, the person that's watching this, you're not special. Neither am I. We, together, aren't special. And there's no amount of pretending we are that will make us special. And that's why these elemental siblings resonate with me. Even if their writing is uninteresting, it's nice to be reminded that even those who aren't special can make a difference. You can change the world just a little bit, even if you have no superpowers or crazy backstory. Even if you are just a boring old nobody, you can leave your mark on the world. It's just about changing the lens in which you interpret changing the world, and also, as always, being the best version of yourself you can be. Anran and Wuyang will never be the poster children of Overwatch, just like how we will never be president of the world or famous celebrities. But just like how these two will have dedicated mains who love their characters, we will always have our family and friends, and to be honest, that's all we need. We don't need to be a time-travelling lesbian or a charismatic and reformed hammerman to be a hero. You just need to be boring old you. In a world of superhumans, Wuyang and Anran are just humans. And, hey, sue me. I'm quite fond of humans myself. Bye-bye.
Mom, Dad, this is Alan.
It's a pleasure
Where
to
you
meet-
go college?
Tufts?
Never heard, not real school, what you do?
I'm an eco-consultant.
What that? That sounds stupid. How much you make?
About 200,000 per year.
Welcome to family.